Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Help us to accept it as a wonderful opportunity. We pray for guidance for each team, the individual players, the coaches, the referees, and all who are involved here today. We pray for protection, and we pray that each team will play to their potential. Thank you for your mercy to each one of us. Amen.
For this AA matchup, let's welcome the Red Devils of Ravenswood. And we welcome the Wolfpack from Williamson. Introducing Ravenswood's head coach, Mick Price. Meeting at center court with Williamson head coach, David Hatfield. For the Red Devils, assistant coaches, Jerry Bradley and Don Brown. For Williamson, assistant coach, Curtis Fletcher. For Ravenswood, the support staff, John Musick, Steve Tidd, and Brian Osborne. For Williamson, Lee Ann Mullins, Richard Watson, Patrick Hairston, and Cecil Beckett. The Lions Club host for Ravenswood is Rat Thumb. Lions Club host for Williamson is Dave Nolan. And now let's meet the squads. For Ravenswood, number 34 is Brett Southall. For Williamson, number 20, Jimmy Ford. For the Red Devils, wearing number 5, Steve Mosser. For the Wolfpack, number 12 is Russell Hunter. From Ravenswood, number 50, Jeff Starcher. From Williamson, number 32, Chris Jesse. For the Red Devils, number 40, Jason Carter. For the Wolfpack, number 34, Jared Fletcher. Ravenswood's number 20 is Mike Turner. Williamson's number 33, Billy Smith. For the Red Devils, number 4, Mike McCorkle. For Williamson, number 21, Gary Baker. For the Red Devils, injured and not playing, Jay Stowers. For the Wolfpack, number 44, Chad Slater. Now your starting lineups. For Ravenswood, a 5'10 senior, number 10, Rick Mandrake. For Williamson, a 6-foot senior, number 14, Johnny Milam. For the Red Devils, 6'2 senior, number 24, Jesus Sons. For the Wolfpack, a 5'10 senior, number 10, Jimmy Chris Witt. From Ravenswood, at 6'2, a sophomore, number 44, Scott Dale. From Williamson, a 6'5 junior, number 24, Chris Harris. For the Red Devils, 6'6 senior, wearing number 42, Leo Abrajo. For the Wolfpack, a 6'3 junior, number 40, Barry Baker. And for Ravenswood, 6'1 senior, number 12, Travis Thompson. For Williamson, 6'3 senior, number 23, Anthony Strether. We ask you to stand now for the singing of our national anthem by Winfield High School student Amy Adams.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air,
It's game time. The tip-off in 1 minute after this message from the Gail Catlett Mountaineer Basketball Camp.
This summer, between 500 and 700 young basketball players ages 8 to 18 will be combining fun with fundamentals at the Gail Catlett Mountaineer Basketball Camp, June 12th to 17th, a week of individual instruction by the entire WVU coaching staff, basketball basics. June 19th to 24th, plenty of team play, competition week, plus plenty of fun at WVU's sports and recreation facilities. Learn more. Write to the Gail Catlett Mountaineer Basketball Camp, Post Office Box 877, Morgantown 26507. Do it today.
Attention, here is an important announcement. Gino's wants you to save on pizza. Now you can get a 16-inch pizza with 5 toppings for only $8.99. Take your pick of toppings: pepperoni, sausage, green peppers, onions. Give Gino's a call now and get a 5-topping 16-inch pizza delivered to your door for only $8.99. Gino's, a West Virginia company.
Deep dish or original, it's tastefully terrific. Make it Gino's, make it Gino's. We make it pizza-rific.
This copyrighted broadcast is made under exclusive rights granted to the Metro News Radio Network by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission. Any rebroadcast, publication, or use of the accounts or descriptions of this game without the express written consent of the Metro News Radio Network is prohibited. Now, let's return courtside. Here's Tony Caridi.
The Williamson Wolfpack, wearing their maroon and white uniforms, have taken the floor here at the Coliseum. The Red Devils of Ravenswood now making their way out. They've got their home white uniforms with the red numeral and the red Devil written across the front. Slight black trim. They'll be attacking the bucket to our right here in the first half. Williamson moving from right to left. Nice crowd on hand here. Both student sections are loaded. All red on one side. That's where the Ravenswood fans are. And over on the other side, all maroon. We're ready to play basketball. Here's the opening tip. It is controlled by Williamson. Johnny Milam tossing over to Jimmy Chris Witt. 5'10" senior point guard. Goes left side to Anthony Struther, quickly going cross court. Over to Johnny Milam, back up high. They work the basketball around. They swing it over left of the key to Baker. Down low, turnaround jumper. It is up, no good. Taken there by Barry Baker. And the rebound is cleared by Leo Abrajo. 6'6" senior center, one of 2 foreign exchange students on the Ravenswood starting lineup. Here come the Red Devils, pulling up with a jump shot from 17, banging in and out, no good, was Travis Thompson. And quickly, here comes Williamson attacking from right to left. 30 seconds gone by. Witt. Down left to Struther, inside they work it. Here's a shot by Chris Harris, and he draws the foul, turning around and squaring up with the basket. Contact was made, and we've got a foul call.
Williamson early on, Tony, will push the ball down the floor, but they're looking in their half court to stick the ball inside to Struther or Baker.
Travis Thompson called on that foul. On the common foul, Williamson inbounds, throwing up high to Jimmy Chris Witt. He works himself right with a bounce pass to Milam. Back up top to Witt. He'll try a three-pointer right side. Bangs off the rim. No good. Baker after the rebound. He has it. Drives to the bucket. Shot is up and good.
Did a nice job of tipping the ball out to an area where he controlled it and turned around with that nice soft left-hander.
Now the Wolfpack show full court pressure as Ravenswood tries to bring it up the floor. We've got a whistle on the reach-in. Foul call against the Wolfpack as Jesus Sanz was trying to bring the ball up the floor. He looked into a double team, and the Wolfpack made contact.
Tony, most of the people right around this tournament feel that Williamson High School is peaking at the right time. They've been playing excellent basketball down the last 2 weeks.
They say ever since Williamson came back from a 14-point deficit against Logan, they have been playing well. Here's Ravenswood looking to get on the scoreboard. 6:40 and counting, first quarter. Up high, it's Rick Mandrake. Tosses over on the left side to Travis Thompson, an All-State candidate. He has the ball picked away by Milam. Here comes Williamson. Milam drives, he shoots. Shot no good. It's tipped around, and Abrajo has the rebound for Ravenswood. The Wolfpack could not convert on the fast break. Jesus Sanz on the right side of the floor, tossing up top to Mandrake. 2-0. Williamson on top. Mandrake goes hash mark to the near side to Sands. Abrajo trying to break free down low. He's watched by Harris. Now Sands drives off. Pass to the left side. Travis Thompson throws up a three. It's good. Travis Thompson hits the three-pointer. 6'1" senior, the leading scorer in Ravenswood school history. Makes it a 3-2 game. Token pressure in the backcourt by the Red Devils. Struther with it. Driving the left baseline, pulling up 14-footer. No good. Rebound Sands, and he is fouled. Anthony Struther came over to try to jar the ball loose, and there was contact on the reach-in. And the foul goes against Anthony. That will be the team's second, his first.
Williamson has good offensive balance, but they're not a great shooting team. They know how to score with the basketball, and they use a lot of expertise in tournament play.
Here's a tip on the full court pressure. Ravenswood controls the ball. Abrajo with it, sending it down the floor to the front court to Mandrake. He swings it right side. Travis Thompson. A long one is good. Three-pointer from the right side.
Let me tell you something. He can light it up. You can see his form. He has real good range on his three-point shot.
As mentioned, he is the all-time scoring leader in the school's history.
And he banked that one home.
Down low, they work it to Harris. He backs in, loses the ball, and it pops out to Witt. He works it down low to Barry Baker. His baseline drive is batted away as he put the ball into the air, and we've got a foul against Ravenswood. 5:12 showing on the clock. 6-2 is the score. Ravenswood on top by 4. They call that foul against Abrajo. Exchange student out of Brazil. That is his first, and that will send Barry Baker, the 6'3 junior forward, to the foul line to our left.
Tell you, Williamson High School plays a tough man-to-man defense, but they better be conscious of where Travis Thompson is, because I have not seen anybody with that type of range with a jump shot in this tournament.
Baker's first foul shot is straight through. The left-hander scores his third point. 6-3 game. Williamson down 3. Barry Baker, team's leading scorer. 20 points per game. Struther right behind with 18. Next one by Baker is good. Beautiful form by Barry Baker at the foul line.
Pressure, 1-2-2, pressure.
They get it into Sands, ahead to Brajo. Abrajo tosses back over to Scott Dale. Still in the backcourt, he throws to Sands. Sands now brings it over midcourt to the top of the circle, passes off right side. Travis Thompson, baseline jumper, good!
Well, I'll tell you right now, Johnny Milam from Williamson's trying to play him. He's giving up 2 inches there, Tony, and he definitely can't play him. It's an explosive first step.
Down the other end, Struther, left side, up top to Jimmy Chris Witt. He cuts to his right, passes into the corner to Milam, back up top to Jimmy Chris. He goes back into that corner to Milam. They lob it inside. It's tipped out. Milam has it, drives in. 14-footer from the right baseline, good. Johnny Milam scores his first 2. 8-6 ball game. Williamson down by 2. Ravenswood with the basketball, trying to bring it up the floor. Lead pass ahead to Jesus Sands. He drives in between 2. Pass off to Travis Thompson. He throws up a 3. It's no good. Around. Abrajo rebounds, though, puts it up and draws the foul.
Nice job that time by Abrajo getting inside, and he did a neat thing once he caught the basketball off of the glass. He didn't bring it down, what you see so many kids do. He kept it out high above that 6'4 frame, took it right to the hoop, and drew the foul.
That foul against Williamson charged to Chris Harris. That's his first. And Leo Abrajo, 6'6 senior center, is at the foul line to our right.
You can imagine, Tony, probably a little bit of a language problem there. You would think, being an exchange student from Brazil, that he would have problems, but he seemed to have molded in and fitted well with the club. And there's another kid on this club the same way.
Yep, that's Jesus Sands. He's from Spain. Abrajo misses the first. And he makes the second. 4:17 to go. Timeout on the floor. Ravenswood leads by 3. Exclusive Metro News coverage of the 88 state tournament is being brought to you in part by Stone & Thomas.
Get into the game plan at Stone & Thomas and find incredible savings on great-looking Lee jeans for men. An exciting lineup of Lee Riders fashions in 100% pre-washed cotton denim that'll get you ready for fun and action. Lee Riders for men. Updated jeans with a high scoring record for quality, style, and comfort. Regularly $21.99, now just $17.99 at Stone & Thomas. So when your lifestyle calls for great-looking, great-fitting jeans, turn to Lee Riders at Stone & Thomas and win with style.
Next time you're in Morgantown, you've got to find Jambi's Restaurant. Maybe you meant to last fall, but that football traffic is fierce. This time, take your time to savor Jambi's menu from breakfast through the day. Italian food that's really homemade. Hoagies, sandwiches, and burgers that make a whole meal. Great Mexican dishes, seafood, steaks. Jambi's is on University Avenue just past Patterson Drive, about halfway up the block. It's where people who love food as much as sports get together in Morgantown.
4 minutes and 17 seconds on the first quarter clock. Ravenswood behind Travis Thompson has a 9-point total. They lead it by 3 at 9-6. Travis Thompson has 8 of the Red Devils' 9 points. Tony Caridi along with Jay Jacobs, and we're glad you're with us here on the Metro News Radio Network for the 88 state tournament. Ball into play. Struther tossing up top to Jimmy Chris Witt. He works over to his right to Milam on the far side. Back up top to Jimmy Chris. They work it down low. Baker's free. His shot is up underneath and good.
Great play that time by Baker, coming along the baseline and beat a Braho to the low post and put it in.
Ravenswood now starts up the floor. They have the ball stolen away by that Williamson full court pressure. Jimmy Chris Witt brings it to the top of the circle. Rifles a pass over left side. It's controlled by Harris. Lob pass to Baker is loose. Abrajo steals the ball on the errant pass. And now he gives it ahead to Rick Mandrake. He tosses to Jesus Sands. Back up top to Mandrake out near the foul circle. He starts to the bucket. 3:25 and counting. Ravenswood leads 9-8. Here's a lob pass out of bounds over the head of Travis Thompson, thrown there by Scott Dale. And Williamson will have the ball.
One of the things that Ravenswood has done, they've turned the basketball over an average of near 17 times a game. Could be a factor.
Witt, jump pass, hash mark to the far side to Milam. Milam back up top to Jimmy Chris Witt, cutting to his left, throwing to Struther. He's been quiet so far. Pass up high post to Harris, back out to Witt. Right side of the key, fires up a 16-footer, no good. Rebound, Struther, he puts it up, around, won't get it. Puts it up again and makes the bucket, plus draws the foul. Anthony Struther found himself a crease down low, had the offensive rebound off the missed shot, missed that one, took it back up, scores the field goal and draws the foul. And Williamson takes the lead.
Ravenswood's using a matchup zone, and what happens in a matchup zone is sometimes you don't get good rebounding responsibilities. Against a club like Williamson, you can't afford that.
Foul shot no good by Struther, and the ball controlled by Mandrake. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's 10-9, Williamson on top. Mandrake working against Witt, jump pass left side, Scott Dale. And we've got a whistle away from the ball and a foul call. It will go against Johnny Milam, pushing off against Travis Thompson.
A pretty sharp play that time by the coach at Ravenswood. He's now posting up Thompson with Milam giving up size. He's put Thompson in low on the block.
On the inbound, it goes to Travis Thompson. He's got 8 points so far. Now to the right side to Mandrake, cross court to Thompson. Down the baseline, fires up the corner jumper, no good. Rebound, Baker skies for it on the outlet to Jimmy Chris Witt. Down the floor to Struther, he takes it in the paint. He puts the shot up, too strong. Ball's loose, Struther gets it back, puts it up and in.
Well, that's where he hurts you, Tony. Not with his first shot. He's so aggressive going after the basketball. It's the second and third opportunities he gets and knocks it in.
Ravenswood breaks the Williamson full court pressure. Mandrake into the front court. Ravenswood down by 3, 12-9, 2:15 and counting here in the first quarter. Jesus Sands, far right side. Up high, he works it over to Mandrake on the left side with a bounce to Travis Thompson, working against Milam, driving up 16-footer left angle. Off the rim, no good. Thompson has missed 3 in a row. Here comes the rebound from Baker to Witt into the front court. Williamson on the run. Witt, deep right corner, Milam's alone. Fires it down low. The shot is batted away by Abrajo, taken by Struther, out of bounds, and Williamson will have possession of the ball. Abrajo making a very nice block against Anthony Struther. 1:54 remaining here in the first quarter. Williamson on top, 12-9, and a timeout taken by the Red Devils. And quickly, the Williamson cheerleaders storm onto the floor. That's a full complement of cheerleaders if I've ever seen it, Jay.
Boy, they came charging out. It sounded like rocking the jointies to do those cartwheels out on this floor. Boom, boom, boom.
What do you think of this game so far?
Well, I think that Williamson's been able to get the ball down inside. We said earlier they weren't a great shooting team, and they're not, but they're a very good offensive rebounding team, and a lot of their points come on rebounding scores. Very difficult when you get Baker and Struther inside. They hurt you, and I think that Ravenswood has turned the basketball over too many times early, and they'll have to cut that down, but I really like Travis Thompson.
You know, Anthony Struther has scored 2 field goals so far, and on both times he has scored, that was the second shot. Missed the first, gets his own offensive rebound back, and so Ravenswood's got to do a better job of 1 shot per possession as far as Williamson goes.
Well, you know, like you mentioned, it described well the passive defense that Ravenswood uses full court, and then they just back it up, but they really don't seem to get their assignments real well once they get in the half court, and if you don't block out the passing lanes towards the basket, you're going to have trouble against a club like Williamson.
Head coach Mick Price of Ravenswood does a tremendous job year in and year out. Former player for the Fairmont State Falcons. He played when JoJo Retton was the coach, and a lot of what he learned came from Retton.
Well, he's probably using some of this matchup zone as we picked up here. That's probably what he's putting to use.
Here's Struther, right corner, fires it up from 16, and he scores it.
He can hurt you inside or outside. That time the jumper from the corner.
Williamson leads by 5, 1:35 and counting. Pressure in the backcourt. Jesus Sands through a double team at midcourt. Looks for help. Goes to Mandrake. Near side of the floor. Now he'll pull it back and set the offense up. Pass to the quarter court mark to Sands. Up high now to Scott Dale. Dale back over to Sands. Lob pass underneath. Abrajo has it. He puts the shot up and he is fouled. Coming over the top was Anthony Struther as Abrajo fought in for position. Worked it over Chad Slater. Slater's 6 feet and Abrajo's 6'6", and it was just a height difference. They lobbed it into Abrajo. He put it up, and flying over the top came Struther, and he commits the foul. That is his second.
Sort of for an exchange there. We have Sands firing it into Abrajo, and their choice of Sands been they're clapping their hands. They really don't use any vocal thing. I saw Abrajo just clap his hands twice, and Sands gave him the lob pass.
14-9 is the score. Williamson on top. Abrajo at the foul line for 2. First one up, in and out, no good. He bears a slight resemblance.
Don't say it. Cycling.
Yeah.
Right.
To Ronnie Cycling.
Right, he does.
Syracuse.
Yes, he does.
Next one is up, and it is good. Maybe Leo will stay back here in the States to play college ball. 6'6" senior. Here's Williamson, leading it by 4. Foul shot was good there by Abrajo. Cross court, they work it down low. Here is a shot. It is good from Chris Harris, driving in the lane. He lays it up and good. 16-10. Williamson on top by a half a dozen. The pressure seems to be bothering Ravenswood as far as just getting their offense started. They've got to struggle so much to get it up the floor. Down low, here's a pass intended for Abrajo, tipped and stolen. Here come the Wolfpack. It's Gary Baker. He drives the left side, shoots it off the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to Travis Thompson, who has gone a bit quiet here after scoring a quick 8 points. On the lead pass ahead, they throw to Jesus Sands, and he walks with the ball.
Well, he didn't check and get a good position, and Barry Baker was right there, and when he turned, he had nothing to do. He didn't put the ball on the floor. Turnover.
Ravenswood will make a substitution as Jeff Starker will come in, and Leo Abrajo will go out.
And now they do lose some size and some rebounding, but Abrajo, with 29 seconds on the clock, probably want to get a little rest.
Gary Baker goes into the left corner to Slater. Now they work it to Barry Baker, back up top. He fires one up from 12, no good. Rebound put up and in by Chris Harris.
Second bucket in a row where he's got that basketball and taking it right to the basket.
Wolfpack by 8. Under 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Starker to Jesus Sands. I don't think he knows how much time is left. Sands, 3 seconds to Thompson. 2 seconds, double team as the ball knocked away. 1 second, horn blows, and Ravenswood does not get a shot off to end the quarter. End of the first quarter of play, it's Williamson 18 and Ravenswood 10. This is the Metro News Radio Network. Tony Caridi along with Jay Jacobs as we are ready for second quarter play. Williamson leads it by 8 points, 18-10. Statistically, Williamson from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 18 for 44%. Ravenswood, 3 of 7, 42%. 2 of 3 from the foul line for the Wolfpack, 2 of 4 for Ravenswood. Here's Travis Thompson, lob pass across the lane, tipped by Harris, intended for Abrajo. Here come the Wolfpack, went to the top of the circle, left side pass to Barry Baker behind him and out of bounds. So the Wolfpack turn it over on their first possession of the quarter.
And Braho's back in the basketball game after a short rest.
Double team pressure. We've got a violation as Jesus Sands steps over the sideline. Double team. Sands pushed his foot out of bounds. Turnovers are really hurting the Red Devils. Gary Baker up high for Williamson. Lob pass to no one. Chris Harris was the intended receiver, but Baker did not establish the proper eye contact, and Harris went the other way. Here comes Ravenswood looking at this. Williamson full court pressure. Travis Thompson double team, jump pass ahead. It's stolen by Jimmy Chris Witt. He's driving to the bucket. He puts the shot up. No good. Rebound tipped around underneath. Gary Baker has it, and we've got a whistle and a traveling violation against Gary Baker.
I'll tell you, I don't know if it's a choice of Coach Dave Hatfield, but if they get down in any situation, Williamson, they usually don't pass it off 2 or 3 on 1. They take it directly to the hoop.
They're a very talented team when it comes to the transition.
Well, I think one of the things they do by taking to the basket, I guess they figure they can jump so high that the shot's missed. They just can take it up with their other people and put it in.
On the inbound, foul committed by Chris Harris as he came over the top of Leo Abrajo. So Harris commits his second personal. Team foul number 5 against Williamson, and will walk to the other end for a 1-and-1.
First 40 seconds of this quarter have been very sloppy, Tony, on both clubs' part. They've either pushed the ball, thrown it, turned it over, or taken poor shots.
Abrajo from the foul line this season, 62 for 100, so 62% foul shooter.
But you know, he's a 64% shooter from the field, so he's probably a better shooter, where your statistics show, from the field than he is from the foul line.
First one is up and in by Leo. He's got 3, and Williamson leads it by 7. Next one, no good. Bangs off the rim, as you could hear, and here come the Wolfpack. Gary Baker into the front court, fires over to Jimmy Chris Witt, drives the right baseline, now brings it back out, crossing up to Gary Baker. Junior playing the guard position. Over to Slater, back up high to Gary Baker, now to Jimmy Chris Witt. He'll try a 3, right side, it's short, and the rebound gathered in by Jesus Sands. Ahead to Travis Thompson. Thompson at the top of the circle has the ball poked away by Gary Baker, but a reach-in foul will be called.
Thompson coming down straight on. Early part, he got off to a great start with 2 3-pointers. Does have good range on his jump shot, but been very quiet the last 4 or 5 minutes.
He started with a bang and then missed 3 shots from the field, and since has not taken one. Travis Thompson, 6'1" senior guard at the foul line. First shot is up and in.
Well, you know you're doing some things well when you average 26 points a game, and he's a 48% shooter from the field with good 3-point range, so he has good shooting ability.
And both of the foul shots. And Ravenswood trails by 5, 18-13, as Anthony Struther comes back into the game, and Chris Harris will go out. Gary Baker inbounds to Jimmy Chris Witt. And here come the Wolfpack. Under 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter of action. Gary Baker. Left corner pass to Anthony Struther. Holds high overhead. Up high to Baker. Back down they go to Struther. Looks things over. Goes up top to Barry Baker. Now to Gary on the right side to Jimmy Chris Witt. Right corner. Jimmy Chris lobs it to Struther. Now to Slater. Top of the circle. Left side to Gary Baker. Cross court pass. Struther drives in. Shot is no good. Rebound fought for. Ravenswood has it. Scott Dell, there's the head to Rick Mandrake. And here come the Red Devils, trailing by just 5. Both teams have gone cold here offensively. Here's Travis Thompson driving in the paint, 14-footer good.
Well, if he starts to light it up, he can bring him back quick because he has that ability to put it on the floor or to stand still and knock it in.
Ravenswood has scored 5 straight, trail by 3, 18-15, 6-minute mark, second quarter. Struther on the left side, up high to Gary Baker. Cross court, they work it. Jimmy Chris Witt into the right corner with a pass to Baker. Now up high to Jimmy Chris, back over left of the circle to Gary Baker. Hash mark near side to Anthony Struther. He drives by Thompson. Jump pass tipped away by Thompson out of bounds, and Williamson will have it.
You know, Williamson seems to be a little bit more solid in their half-court offense when Gary Baker's running their club than when Milam's in there. Of course, most of the people say that Gary could be a starter for them.
He really could be. Had some problems academically, and so Coach Hatfield said, hey, don't worry so much about the basketball, worry about the books, and you'll get your playing time, and that's what they've been using him as a six-man. And speaking of Gary Baker, he converts from 16 feet away. Williamson leads at 20-15. Full court pressure results in a steal. Gary Baker underneath the Struther, a whistle and a walking call against Struther as he took the ball in and headed to the hoop. He traveled.
Very quick with their pressure as Williamson. They double team beautifully. What they haven't been able to do is be able to finish off the steals that they make from their turnovers.
Red Devils looking at this Williamson full court pressure. In the deep backcourt, it's Jesus Sands. Gives off to Travis Thompson in the front court. He comes, top of the circle. He'll fire from the foul line. It is good. 3-point game.
All-American
20-17.
Looks like an All-American. Just
Not a bad
clean-cut face there and ready to go.
Not a bad baseball player, all-state baseball player last year. Away from the ball, we've got a foul. It will go against Travis Thompson. Pushing away down low with Anthony Struther. It will be personal number 2 against Thompson. The two are jockeying for position. 4:59 shows on the clock.
What position does Travis Thompson play in baseball? He looks like a shortstop. Just looks like a shortstop.
Plays whatever he wants.
Oh, does he?
He's all-state.
There you go.
Anthony Struther, left corner, up high to Johnny Milam. Williamson leading it by 3. Milam back up top to Witt to Struther. Left side jump shot, good. About 16 feet away. Anthony Struther scores his 8th point. Now on the full court press of Williamson steal. Here driving to the bucket, putting up the shot. It's good. Barry Baker. 8 points for Barry Baker. Williamson, after having their lead cut to 3, builds it up to 7. 24-17 with a break in the action. Let's take a moment to hear from the transportation professionals at R.H. Peters Chevrolet.
America's body shops are being flooded with imitation parts, doors, hoods, and fenders. How do you protect yourself against these imitations? Ask to see your repair order before insurance work begins, and make sure it specifies genuine GM parts, parts designed to General Motors standards for fit, finish, and corrosion protection.
For expert service and genuine GM parts, see Mr. Goodwrench at R.H. Peters Chevrolet, Hurricane exit of I-64. No one knows your GM car better. No one.
All right, so I'm driving out for a burger like usual, when all of a sudden I hear this music.
Well, I'm tired of the same old thing, the same old way.
Then it hits me. I don't have to eat the same old boring burgers. So I head on over to Rack's and order me a Works burger. Then I take it on over to that Rack's Works bar and fix it up just the way I like it. I tell you what, you eat a burger like that and you're going to hear music too.
4 minutes and 36 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Williamson on top of Ravenswood, 24-17. So far, Ravenswood's offense has had one man, Travis Thompson. He's got 14 of the Red Devils' 17 points. When it comes to turnover, Ravenswood not taking good care of the ball. They've thrown it away 10 times. Williamson has 5 turnovers.
Credit Williamson's pressure, very strong in the backcourt.
Now they set up in that full court press. Ravenswood inbounds Jesus Sands to Travis Thompson. He's guarded by Johnny Milam. And now Thompson starts up over midcourt, far side of the floor, working against Johnny Milam. And we've got a push foul against Milam as Thompson ran by him.
I think what Mick Price wanted to do at the beginning of this game is take some pressure off of Thompson and have one like Mandrake bring the ball up the floor. Was not successful, Tony, and now we see that Thompson has to bring it up the floor, and that's going to drain him a little bit, asking him to play the full 94 with the basketball.
Thompson puts the foul shot up, and it is good. 15 points. Beautiful shooter, Travis Thompson. Shoots it straight through. Next one, same result. He's got 16 as Ravenswood cuts that Williamson lead down to 5, 24-19. Here come the pack. Witt, left side to Struther. Lost it, out of bounds. Off of his hands and over the end line.
That's just not concentration because that was a good pass, and Anthony Struther was wide open, foul line extended, just didn't handle it.
Dell inbounds to Jesus Sands to Travis Thompson off of his foot. Struther has it, and he walks with it. Ball came up high, and Strother took it about shoulder high and tried to turn to the bucket while he was still moving his feet, and they call him on the walk. Now the full court press being used by Williamson. Ravenswood inbounds to Abrajo to Mandrake. Deep in his backcourt. Starts up the floor against Jimmy Chris Witt. Looks through a double team. Passes ahead to Travis Thompson. Thompson left of the key. Jump pass to Abrajo. Is tipped. It's stolen by Williamson. Milam down the floor to Strother. Over to Jimmy Chris Witt. Witt in the paint. Puts the jump shot up too strong. It's around and in. Banged up high off the back iron and falls in for Jimmy Chris Witt. That's his first 2. 7-point Wolfpack lead. 3:45 and counting here in the second quarter. Jesus Sands. Cross court to Scott Dale. Dale back over to Abrajo, the big guy playing up front now. Now to Mandrake. Coming out to take it, it's Sands. Thompson has positioned himself left of the key, guarded there by Anthony Strother. They work it around the perimeter. 3:25 and counting, a reach-in foul against Chad Slater of Williamson as Abrajo put the ball on the floor.
Ravenswood trying to spread out a little bit with their offense, and I think has to give breathing room for Thompson once they get the ball to him. Let him work side court, put the ball on the floor, and take it to the hoop.
Leo Abrajo, the only other player on Ravenswood who has scored besides Travis Thompson.
This tournament has sort of an international player with the 2 exchange players here, and then the boy from Payton City from Germany.
Abrajo's foul shot no good. Rebounded by Jesus Sanz. He has it knocked out of bounds, and Ravenswood will control. Yes, several players from the exchange programs. Something new, isn't it?
A little international flavor.
As the years go by, I'm sure you'll be seeing it more and more as basketball goes into the other countries and becomes more of a popular sport. Up high. Sanz over to Mandrake. Lob pass underneath. Abrajo has it, puts the shot up, has it knocked away, but there to take it, Travis Thompson lays the ball up and in.
They're bringing that lob pass just a little bit short, Tony. They need to put a little more on because Abrajo has great jumping ability. He can go get it.
Under 3 to go. Williamson leads it by 5. Milam on the far right side. Set shot from 17, no good. Thompson rebounds and starts up the floor. Over midcourt. Now he works it far side, driving in, pulling up. Shot is up. We've got a whistle and a foul call. It will go against the Pack. Before the shot, they say.
Thompson has good ability to cross over either hand with a dribble. Once he got into the open court there, he can pick up speed and he takes the ball right at you, and he has the driving ability, so you have to be conscious as a defender whether he's going to stop and pop on you or whether he's going to change over and take it to the hoop. He has the ability to do both.
5-point game. Williamson leads at 26-21, 2:42 to go here in the second quarter. Travis Thompson at the foul line. Shot is up and in. And now Gary Baker will come back in for Williamson. Chad Slater will go out.
Well, I'll tell you, if Ravenswood could solve, and they have a little bit here since this last time out, a good one by Mick Price to let Thompson bring it up. You sacrifice a little bit, but you're turning the basketball over with the other Ravenswood players, so you got to get in the hand of your best ball player.
Thompson's second shot bangs off the rim and falls in. He's got 20 of the Red Devils' 23. 26-23 ball game. Williamson leads it by 3. Milam far right side. Up high to Gary Baker. He'll fire the shot up inside the circle. No good, but we've got a foul down low. It will go against Williamson. Pushing off after the rebound.
Anthony Strother, 23, didn't get real good position. They've done a good job the last 3 or 4 sets in blocking out. Ravenswood has.
That's a big one for the Wolfpack. Strother has the towel in his hand as he walks to the bench. He'll have to sit down with those 3. Strother has 8.
Well, when you have tournament experience like Anthony does, you want him on the court as much as possible. He's a real leader.
Travis Thompson back at the foul line. Swishes his first shot. Here comes the next one. It is good. It's a 1-point game. 26-25.
And you can't foul him either.
2:30 and counting. Ravenswood fans begin to perk up. Gary Baker, left side to Jimmy Chris. Back to Baker, bounce pass right side, Milam. Milam takes a look at things. Dribbles it a few times, back up top of the circle to Gary Baker. Jimmy Chris Witt throws up a 3 left corner, it's good. Jimmy Chris Witt from three-point range in the left corner. Builds that Wolfpack lead back to 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Leo Abrajo up high to take the ball to Scott Dale. He goes left side. They work it to Travis Thompson. Back up top to Dale. Now to Jesus Sands.
Williamson zoning now in the final 146.
Mandrake takes it in. Back to Thompson. They look over at Coach Mick Price, and he gives them the final instructions. They are going to hold for 1. 1:35 and counting down. 29-25. Williamson has the lead by 4.
Bets on who's going to take the last shot, Tony.
Well, you can have the other 4, and I'll take Travis Thompson.
Oh.
Jesus Sands. To Mandrake, drives in, passes back to Sands. 1:18 and counting. Red Devils behind 22 points here in the first half from Travis Thompson have hung tight against the favored Williamson Wolfpack.
I think this is a good move by Mick Price.
I agree with you.
It does help Williamson a little bit, and that Struthers on a bench with 3, but I think right now they've got the momentum.
And now we've got a whistle, and a foul is called, a technical for not advancing the ball. I saw no warning from the officials to have Ravenswood work the ball. And now Mick Price pleads his case to the official. 57 seconds showing on the clock, and they call the tee for not advancing the ball.
Well, that really hurts because you're going to lose possession, plus 2 shots here, plus the basketball.
Jimmy Chris Witt at the foul line for Williamson. Shot is up, no good. Rolled off and fell out. Witt will have another, and Williamson will have the ball back. Next one is good. So the strategy on the part of Ravenswood takes a shot as they have the technical called against him. Williamson now leads it by 5, 30-25 with under 1 minute to go. Gary Baker over to Jimmy Chris. Witt looks over to Dave Hadfield and says 1, and Hadfield says yes, hold for 1. Wolfpack leading it 30-25. Milam and Gary Baker play catch. Now Ravenswood is told to play defense. Milam just standing there holding on to the ball. Looks like he's in a pickup game. Just holds on to it, puts it underneath his armpit. 15 seconds, 14 seconds, 13 seconds. The clock continues to wind. Now they go back up to Gary Baker. He works it to Milam right side. Under 10 seconds, he tries a 3-shot. It's good from 3-point range. Milam hits the home run. At the horn from 3-quarter court, the shot is no good. Halftime here at the Charleston Civic Center Coliseum with the score, Williamson 33 and Ravenswood 25. This is the Metro News Radio Network.
Charleston Civic Center Coliseum as the 1988 West Virginia State Championship continues.
Williamson led it by 8 points at the end of the first quarter, 18-10, and lead it by 8 as we begin the third quarter of play. Our score 33-25. I'm Tony Caridi, joined by Jay Jacobs, Dale Miller, handling the mixing controls here this morning. Jeff Jenkins on the far side handling the statistical information along with Christian Miller. And both teams have retaken the floor, have completed their warm-up shots, and now are huddled around their coaches.
Hey, you had to go across the country to get a worth of talent to join us here at this tournament.
Bring them in from all over, Jay. From all over the highlands and the lowlands of this nation to assemble this broadcast crew. And we hope you're enjoying the game. That band that you hear in the background, I'll tell you what, those guys cost a little bit to have playing over there.
Well, I tell you, I saw them. They were up all night working out, and they do a tremendous job.
Some people might think that's recorded music. Nah.
It's vintage.
It's vintage music. All right, ball back into play. Williamson has it, working at the bucket to our right. Down low, they work it to Barry Baker. Baseline shot 3 feet away is good. Wolfpack wastes no time. Working it down low to the big man, Barry Baker. Now Ravenswood starts up the floor, and we've got a blocking foul on the full court pressure. Chris Harris picks up his third. Travis Thompson started up the floor and was met there by Chris Harris.
Williamson pressure defense. They got a good goal right off the start, right inside, and then they come right in that pressure defense, and that's where they're tough. They've caused a lot of turnovers for Ravenswood.
Red Devils trailing by 10 points as Rick Mandrake brings it up the floor, top of the circle, bouncing off right side to Travis Thompson, to Dale in the right corner, back up high to Mandrake, swing it left side to Jesus Sands. Now to Mandrake, up high, lob pass left corner to Travis Thompson, dump pass Abrajo, puts the shot up, it's blocked by Chris Harris, and we'll have a foul call against Harris. That will be his fourth.
2 points we want to mention right away. Strother did not start the second half of the game for Williamson, and a little bit better job at getting the ball inside to Abrajo because he can handle Harris, and surprisingly he does a good job. He gets Baker on the inside when he gets that basketball. This kid's pretty strong.
Leo Abrajo, the only other player on Ravenswood to score besides Travis Thompson. Foul shot up too strong, bangs off the iron and falls out. 10-point game. Abrajo misses both. Barry Baker with the rebound ahead to Jimmy Chris Witt. Hash mark to the far side of the floor. Up top now to Gary Baker, back to Jimmy Chris. Dump pass down low, Chad Slater, back to Witt on a bounce to Gary Baker, top of the circle, working right side to Milam, down low. Barry Baker with a left hand, puts the shot up, it's good, plus the foul. Barry Baker has come to play.
Well, the
first
two sets, Tony, coming down, undoubtedly stressed by Coach Hatfield at halftime, is let's get the ball inside where we can hurt people, and so let's go right away to Barry Baker, and he's responded.
Baker has the shot at the three-point play. Williamson has opened up a 12-point lead, 37-25. 7:12 showing on the clock.
You know, we've seen so many spurts by teams in this tournament, but this is one situation that's very critical for Ravenswood because they only have one offensive player so far. Very difficult. They could have a chance of getting blown out right here.
Foul shot was good by Baker. Ravenswood in the front court. Jesus Sands, right side, fires up the shot. No good. Rebound, Abrajo lays it up and in.
Great pass.
Yeah. Abrajo at the right place after a badly missed shot from Jesus Sands. Milam on the right wing. Looking down low for Barry Baker. Back up top to Gary. Now to Milam. He'll try it from 17. It is good. Johnny Milam scores his 7th point. And Williamson leads 40-27. Here's a steal off the press. Here's Milam down low to Gary Baker. Shot no good, but he's fouled.
You know, once they make the steal, they're doing a little bit better job now of finishing it off. They're getting it down inside. We're going to have a timeout called by Ravenswood, and they need it.
6:36 to go here in the third quarter. Williamson leads 40-27. Exclusive Metro News coverage of the 1988 state tournament being brought to you in part by Gino's Pizza.
Attention, here is an important announcement. Gino's wants you to save on pizza. Now you can get a 16-inch pizza with 5 toppings for only $8.99. Take your pick of toppings: pepperoni, sausage, green peppers, onions. Give Gino's a call now and get a 5-topping 16-inch pizza delivered to your door for only $8.99. Gino's, a West Virginia company.
Deep dish or original, it's tastefully terrific. Make it Gino's, make it Gino's. We make it pizza-rific.
Reaching for something better. That's what the college experience is all about. Glenville State College has been helping West Virginians do just that for over a century. Located near the geographical center of West Virginia, Glenville State has long been known as a teacher's college. Today, the curriculum includes many other 2- and 4-year degree programs, with subjects ranging from food management to computer science, as well as pre-professional degrees. Reaching for something better. Make it your goal. You'll find all the help you need at Glenville State.
Well, in the first 1 minute and 24 seconds of this third quarter, Williamson has outscored Ravenswood 7-2 and have built themselves up a 13-point lead at 40-27. And as we resume play, Jay.
Tony, I was just watching over there at the bench with Struthers not in the game. Once Hatfield came out, Coach Hatfield came out, Struthers brought the kids down and his players right down to the end of the bench, had another little pep talk with them. He's really a leader, really a good, sharp kid with his club.
Struther out of the game with 3 fouls. He had 8 first-half points. Foul shot is up and good by Gary Baker, and he'll have another, and he puts it up and in. Great form. Left-hander puts that ball right down. Here's the pressure by Williamson. Travis Thompson has it, racing it into the front court as the ball tipped away, out of bounds, and Ravenswood will have it back. Travis will inbound. Goes to Mandrake out high between the circles. He sets up, attacks to the bucket. Left side, Sands. Now to Thompson. Three-pointer from the corner is good. Travis Thompson buries it for his 25th point. 12-point Williamson lead as Gary Baker, the Husky point guard, fires it up from the foul line. No good off the left side of the rim. Travis Thompson, who else rebounds? Here he comes up the floor over midcourt, working it on the left side. Double team, bounces it back to Mandrake. Mandrake sets up the Ravenswood Red Devil offense.
Against the 3-2 zone.
Jesus Sands, lob pass to Brajo, tipped by Slater, ahead to Milam. Milam starts up the floor, loses it, and he is fouled on the reach-in. 42-30.
John Milam, I'll tell you, Tony, he doesn't handle the ball that well, he doesn't shoot it that well, but he's just an out-and-out hustler. He's always in the right place. He's always around the basketball. Really a 100% basketball player.
Last foul call went against Brajo. Here's Williamson in their half-court offense, attacking the basket to our right. Jimmy Chris Witt, lob pass right corner to Milam, back up top to Jimmy Chris. He'll try a 3, right side, no good. Rebound, pushed up and in. I mean pushed up and in by Barry Baker. He never had it in his hands. He kind of just pushed it up like he would a volleyball over a net and put it up and in. Barry Baker has 15 points. There's Travis Thompson, whistled for a double dribble.
Boy, the old turnover story, and Baker right now is definitely hurting Ravenswood inside, getting good offensive position, and then they're coming back with their pressure, creating the turnovers, and they own this game right now with 14-point lead.
Mike Turner, 5'9" junior guard, comes in for Ravenswood. Brajo goes to the bench. Williamson leads it by 14. Witt up high, right side to Johnny Milam. Back up top to Witt. He'll try a 3, top of the circle, no good. Rebound, Travis Thompson gives it over to Mandrake. 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Ravenswood with those white uniforms with the red numerals and the black trim. Set up that offense. They get it to Jesus Sands. He'll try a 3 left side, no good. Rebound Milam and a push-off foul. Underneath, they'll call it against Mike Turner. That'll be his first.
I wondered when they were going to do it, but Dave Hatfield that time defensively for Williamson did play a box and 1. They played a 2-2 zone and put Johnny Milam on Thompson all over the court.
Here come the Wolfpack. Gary Baker, left corner, up high to Jimmy Chris. Right side, they swing it to Milam. Milam will try it from 17 away, and it is good. Milam scores his 9th point. And Ravenswood better do something defensively to get in the face of Johnny Milam. They're leaving him alone, and Milam is just literally setting up with set shots.
Yeah, that's a good point, Tony. He's standing still and just putting it right in. He's got the shot, and he's taking it.
46-30, Williamson by 16, 4:25 and counting. Mandrake drives off to Jesus Sands, left side of the key to Mandrake, back over to Sands, to Travis Thompson, double teamed on the baseline, back up top to Sands, now at high to Mandrake. This is incredible. 2 people have scored for Ravenswood in the whole game. Now a shot by Mandrake, no good. 4-minute mark of the third quarter, pass down the floor to Jimmy Chris. Witt cannot be held on, out of bounds over the end line, and Ravenswood will have it back.
Boy, I'll tell you, Gary Baker pushed a bounce pass half from midcourt right in, and he just had a little bit too much spin off. That would have been a great play if he pulled that off.
Pressure continues in the backcourt by Williamson. Dale out ahead to Mandrake. Back over to Dale. He fires it to Mike Turner. Turner into the left corner to Travis Thompson. Back high to Mandrake. Right side to Sands. Now to Turner, deep right corner. Back to Sands, top of the circle. Mandrake spins it left side. Travis Thompson drives in the paint. 14-footer is up, no good, but we've got a foul down low. It will go against Mike Turner, his second, pushing off.
Well, trying to push inside to get inside position on Baker, and it's just very difficult to do. Barry Baker, a very experienced player and very good around the boards. Plays the offensive, defensive boards very well.
That's the 15th foul against the Red Devils, and we'll walk down to our line to the right, and we'll have a 1-and-1 for Barry Baker, 6'3" junior forward, averaging 15 points per game.
Well, you get the story answered on whether this club, Williamson, can play without Anthony Struther, and they've shown so far that they can with a 16-point lead.
Baker misses the foul shot, and here comes Ravenswood. Got a new point guard in there. It is Mike McCorkle, averaging 8 points a game. He's wearing a big knee brace on the left leg. Here's McCorkle. I'm sure he won't be hesitant to shoot. Thompson takes it left side. Cross-court pass intended for Sands. Stolen by Jimmy Chris Witt. Wolfpack on the run. Witt drives in the paint. Shot is up off the glass and in.
Did a good job at transition that time. Once he made the steal turn, he looked back to see where his buddy Milam was. He was behind him, so he took it to the hoop.
Wolfpack steal the inbounds, and now they'll call Gary Baker on a travel. And Ravenswood will have it back. Full court pressure continues. Inbounds goes to Travis Thompson. He's double teamed at three-quarter court. He looks for help. Lob pass thrown out of bounds. And Williamson will have the basketball. There was a collision along press row as Mike Turner went after the loose ball, and a cup of coffee has just been TKO'd right on the lap of one of the statisticians.
Well, Tony, you know, we talked earlier about the ability of Travis Thompson asking him to do so many things. I think he's just plain tired and a little worn out right now. He created that turnover by throwing it behind his man here in the backcourt, but he asked somebody to do so much, and when they took the basketball and put it in his hands to beat the pressure, it just really has worn him down a little bit.
2 minutes and 58 seconds to go here in the third quarter as they do some cleaning up along the sideline where the coffee was knocked off.
Johnny Milam right in front of us airing his shirt out as he pulls it up under his armpits to get a little breather here and get some air on it.
Milam is playing very well, has 9 points.
Nice tan, John.
Sun always shines bright in Williamson.
Well, you hit those tanning salons, anything can happen.
Poor officials was hired to call the fouls and violations in this game. He's out there with a towel.
Well, I'm looking over the table right now, and I see he's doing a beautiful job. He's got the right foot, left foot swinging in. He has beautiful body motion as he brings the towel down along the blue painted floor and swipes up everything that's within his range. Good job.
It's the buff shine.
Yes, it is.
He's got that buff, and he's working that from a right to left motion on the 360 swirl.
Well,
tremendous things he does in kitchens.
Anything happens when you can be a janitor and a drum.
Here we go. Williamson inbounds the ball. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Left side, Gary Baker holds high overhead dump pass intended for Barry, tipped and stolen by Ravenswood. McCorkle starts up the floor, holds up 5. Now he works it left. Travis Thompson, left side, jump shot, 16-footer is good. Thompson with 27 points, the only offense for Ravenswood in this game. Trailing it by 16 points. Thompson has 27 and Leo Abrajo has 5, and that's the 32 Ravenswood has. Here's Jimmy Chris, a set shot right on the three-point line. His foot was just over it, and they'll count it as a 2. Witt has 10 points, 50-32. Double team in the backcourt. Here's a tip ball. Williamson steals off the full court pressure. Milam with it. Gives over to Jimmy Chris Witt. Out between the circles. Fires it over, right side to Milam, back up top to Witt. Working to his left. Goes over to Gary Baker. Baker cross court to Milam. Milam back top of the circle to Witt. Left side in the corner to Gary. And now he'll set up with a shot from 16. No good. Ball is tipped. Knocked out of bounds. It will belong to Ravenswood with 1:41 to go here in the third.
You know, one thing we talked about was pressuring back on the inside people of Williamson and letting the outside perimeter people beat you, and that's exactly what they've done. They've really hit the outside shots with Milam and Witt here in the second half.
Red Devils in their front court. Thompson will try a 3 from the left side. It is no good, but he's fouled. Milam commits the foul on Travis Thompson.
You notice, Tony, that the ability of Travis Thompson. No matter whether he has the basketball dribbling left or right, he always seems to do two things: square himself to the basket when he shoots that jumper, and also release it at his highest height. And he does get really like shooting it in a telephone booth. He shoots the ball straight up in the air, and it's very difficult to get to without fouling him.
Jared Fletcher comes in the game now for Williamson. Wolfpack leading it 50-32. Thompson's foul shot is around and falls out. A rare miss for Thompson. Here's his next attempt, and it's good. He is already over his average, 28 points, but he needs some help. 17-point Wolfpack lead. 120 and counting here in the third quarter. And now Williamson will hold the ball out front. Milam tosses back to Jimmy Chris Witt, and the Wolfpack are going to apparently, Jay, hold for one.
Yeah, with a 17-point lead.
He's not over the hash mark. This is Fletcher. They're going to get called here if they don't bring the ball over the hash mark. They're being counted down. Witt goes to Fletcher. And now we've got the foul on the reach-in committed by Rick Mandrake on Jimmy Chris Witt. Fletcher, well, there's two hash marks over there. Fletcher, I didn't think was over the hash mark, the proper hash mark, and so I thought they were going to be counted out there.
But the hash mark directly across from us. You might have
the one directly in front of Hatfield?
You might have had it confused with a coaching box, do you? See, you think about the coaching box line?
Nope. There's two out there. One they use for the CBA and one they use for high school. At the foul line, it is Witt. His foul shot is up, and it is good. The 11 points for Witt. Williamson leads at 51-33, 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's the next one from Jimmy Chris, and it is good. And now Williamson relents on the full court pressure. They have just one of their starters in the lineup, the Wolfpack do. Two of them. They've got Jimmy Chris Witt and Barry Baker. On the left side, Travis Thompson spinning, looks at a double team. Bounces it back up high to Mandrake, back to Thompson. Hemmed in the left baseline, back out to Mandrake, has the ball, tipped away, he gets it back. Double team, nearly lost it. Now goes cross court to Turner on the right side, 28 seconds and ticking. Over to Thompson, he starts at the bucket, 17-footer up, no good. Rebound strong by Barry Baker, out ahead to Jimmy Chris Witt. 18 seconds and counting as Witt crosses over midcourt. 19-point Williamson lead. Under 10 to go. Witt starts to the bucket. Over to Jared Fletcher. He fires one up in the left corner, no good, and the rebound is taken by Ravenswood. Here's Thompson from three-quarter court. The ball's in the air. It is no good. Just missing the front of the rim from three-quarter court as the clock blows to end our third quarter of action with the score. Williamson 52, Ravenswood 33. This is the Metro News Radio Network. Williamson outscoring Ravenswood by 11 points in the third quarter. They built a comfortable 19-point lead at 52-33 as we begin the fourth quarter of action. Tony Paridi along with Jay Jacobs. Shooting-wise, Williamson 7 of 11 from the field for 63.6%. And here comes Ravenswood.
You know, Tony, this has been a club, Ravenswood, that's averaged 68 points a game and turned it over 16 times a game. They're already below their offensive average and above their turnover average.
Mandrake, left side, Jesus Sands throws up a three. It is no good. Rebound, Barry Baker scrapes it off the glass. Ahead on the outlet to Jimmy Chris Witt. Witt now cutting over to his right with a bounce pass to Johnny Milam. Inside to Barry Baker. Baseline jump shot is around. No good. It's tipped around down low. Strother has it, puts it up, and it is good.
Right now, Strother in the ball game to start the fourth quarter along with Baker, and they are just beating the boards offensively and defensively.
Williamson by 21. Mandrake out high to Scott Dale. Back to Mandrake, left side, Jesus Sands. Now to Mandrake again, over to Travis Thompson. Corner jump shot too strong. Rebound is swiped down by Barry Baker, a one-hand tomahawk rip. Down to Milam, down to Strother, right baseline. Whistle and an offensive foul against Anthony Strother. That will be his fourth as he drove the baseline. Contact was made.
Well, Anthony's never really been able to get into this one, and now with his fourth foul, I'm sure that Dave Happ will just let him go ahead and continue with this big lead. He'll just let him go ahead and play.
Now we've got a whistle and a timeout taken by Ravenswood. A timeout on the court, a great time for this message from Glenville State College.
Reaching for something better. That's what the college experience is all about. Glenville State College has been helping West Virginians do just that for over a century. Located near the geographical center of West Virginia, Glenville State has long been known as a teacher's college. Today, the curriculum includes many other 2- and 4-year degree programs, with subjects ranging from food management to computer science, as well as pre-professional degrees. Reaching for something better. Make it your goal. You'll find all the help you need at Glenville State.
Morgantown Physical Therapy Associates, working with Morgantown Orthopedic Associates, is West Virginia's Sports Medicine Institute. Great, you say, for all those athletes. Well, it's great for you, too. Great for that annoying pain that keeps you from performing up to par, whatever your sport or activity. Evaluation, bracing, in-depth at-home rehabilitation, arthroscopic surgery. This group of professional surgeons, therapists, and athletic trainers knows what it takes for peak performance. Morgantown Physical Therapy Associates, 599-2512.
The third quarter really was the undoing for Ravenswood. They shot just 33% from the floor, while Williamson was shooting 63% from the foul line. The Wolfpack 83% in the third quarter, and Ravenswood 1 of 4 for 25%.
I think that was his position where Travis Thompson just ran a little bit out of gas, and they weren't able to pick it up, and Williamson got in a good run.
Ravenswood, a dump pass intended for Abrajo down low, is tipped and stolen by the Wolfpack. Over to Jimmy Chris Witt. He brings it to the top of the circle, fires right side to Milam. 16-footer is good.
Boy, Milam, he just feels it. He gets right to his spot. They get it to him, and he knocks it in.
6:25 and counting. 56-33 Williamson. Bounce pass left corner. Travis Thompson fires it up from 17. It's good. 30 points for Travis Thompson. Down the floor. Here's Barry Baker. Alley-oop. Shot won't go off the lob from John Milam. And here comes Ravenswood down the other end. A steal by Milam, but he cannot hold on to the ball, lunging after it. Incredible hustle by Milam, who just literally dove into the air and tried to swat the ball in play.
Offensive foul. He charged into me. I had good position.
Under 6 minutes to go. Mandrake to Jesus Sands. Bounces it back up top to Mandrake. Left side, Thompson's alone. He'll fire, and he hits the shot. It's a three. Slight angle to the left from beyond the three-point shot.
Tony, he's on his way to a trophy Saturday afternoon.
No doubt about it. He'll be all tournament. Jimmy Chris Witt. Up high to Milam. Dump pass to Barry Baker. He turns a double team, puts the shot up, and he's fouled. 5:32 to go. Williamson enjoying a 56-38 lead.
You know, Baker's such a nice player on the inside. I think one of the things that he does do is he's very quick once he catches the basketball, and he does keep it around him. I think one thing he would have to work on, Tony, he puts a lot of spin on the ball when he steps away to shoot the jump shot. And he doesn't get the good rim call when it hits there. But when he puts it up and takes it baseline, he gets it off the glass nicely.
Barry's foul shot too strong off to the left. 18-point Wolfpack lead. And Baker hits the next one. All 5 of Williamson's starters are in the game.
And Baker's only a junior.
There's Mandrake out high for Ravenswood into the right corner to Turner. Turner goes cross court to Dale, back to Mandrake, fakes a 3, and now will try it from 16. It is in and out, no good. Abrajo rebounds, and he lays it up and in. 57-40, Williamson.
And it'll be a thrill. Abrajo will take that 2 points right back to Brazil with him next year.
Spinning at the top of the circle, it's Witt. Over to Strother on the far side. Strother goes back up top. Johnny Milam now to Jimmy Chris Witt. Witt now starts ahead to the top of the circle. Cross-court pass Milam. Milam drives to the bucket. Pass intended for Strother. Chipped away off the hand there of Mike Turner. And Williamson will inbound from underneath their bucket. Turner now will go out. Jesus Sands will come in. Here's the inbound. Baseline shot from Strother. No good. Rebound cleared by Thompson. Ahead to Mandrake. And here's Rick Mandrake, 5'11" senior guard, working to the left. Passing off on the wing to Dale. Lob pass down low for Abrajo. Is tipped. It's stolen off the glass. Milam clears it. And here he comes over the timeline. 4:25 and counting. Wolfpack by 17. Witt between the legs. Works himself over on the left. Guarded there by Mandrake. Cross-court pass to Milam. Back over on the left side to Witt. Inside to Chris Harris. His turnaround J is no good, but a foul call underneath. It will go against Scott Dale.
Witt and Milam complement each other very well in that backcourt. Although we mentioned earlier not really having either one of them real good point guard skills, they seem to really get the job done, and they're great in the pressure defense. And they find each other on the fast break. They know their people. They know where they are. This is a talented Williamson club.
17-point Wolfpack lead, and Anthony Strother is at the foul line. 1-and-1 opportunity. Shot is up, no good off the back iron. Rebound cleared by Dale. Fires it over to Mandrake. Ahead to Travis Thompson. Thompson between a crowd is hacked as he starts to the bucket. It'll be a floor foul. Called against Johnny Milam.
You know, Rick Mandrake, number 10, he's quite a magician. He handles that ball really well. He's been injured the last 2 seasons, but this season's had a real good year, Tony.
Travis Thompson. He's got 33 of his team's 40 points. At the foul line to our left. His foul shot is good. This is just, this is incredible. I've talked about it in this game, and I'm mentioning it again. With 4 minutes to go in this game, there have only been 2 players who have scored for Ravenswood. Travis Thompson and Leo Abrajo. Williamson. High pass down low to Chris Harris. Turnaround jumper is good. Harris scores his 6th point.
Tell you, mark down Harris, number 24, because I think this tournament goes, he's going to be a key factor as the competition gets stronger for Williamson. They're going to need him.
They work it to Abrajo. His jump shot no good from in front of the bucket. Rebound cleared by Williamson. Witt spins over the timeline. Pass off left side. Baseline jumper. Strother no good off the side of the backboard. Ball is nearly saved. It is saved by Travis Thompson. Works it out ahead to Mandrake. Down the floor to Jesus Sands. Here come the Red Devils. Sands tossing back to Mandrake. Left side. Travis Thompson throws up a 3. It is no good off the left side of the rim. The rebound cleared by Johnny Milam. 59-41. It's an 18-point Wolfpack lead as we come to the 3-minute mark. Witt out high. Works it over to Johnny Milam. Milam has 11 points. Now to Harris. Harris starts to the bucket. Down he goes. The scoop shot is in.
Oh, great move that time on Abrajo. Just turned around at the post, looked straight up, put the ball on the floor, and took it right to the hoop.
20-point Wolfpack lead, under 3 minutes. Here's a ball that's kicked by Strother on an apparent pass to Dale. Now Dale will go out, and Mike Turner will come back in. .249 on the clock as Barry Baker heads to the bench for Williamson. Gary Baker comes in along with Chad Slater. Here's the lob pass intended for Abrajo, tipped and stolen by the Wolfpack. Gary Baker loses the ball, retakes it, and now we've got a foul call. It will go against Rick Mandrake, reaching in on Gary Baker. Foul shots coming up for Gary Baker, the 6-foot junior.
Now Williamson will play the winner of the Midland Trail Jaeger game.
Right. Foul shot up and good from Gary Baker for his 5th point. Next one in the air, and he cans both. 63-41, Williamson leads it by 22, 2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. Left side, Mike Turner. Up high, they go to McCorkle. Now they try to get it back in the corner to Thompson, and the pass is down low and rolls out of bounds over the end line, and Ravenswood turns it over. Johnny Milam will go out for the Wolfpack now. He finishes up with 11 points.
Okay, he's played well.
He's been around since he was a sophomore.
I know, he just seems like he's been here forever and ever. He's the first guy I saw when he came out of here this morning out onto the court, and I said, oh my goodness, another year for Williamson. This guy's been here forever.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark, Williamson brings it in the front court. Anthony Struther, right wing, dump pass down low. Good look for Slater. He is fouled as he tries to face up to the bucket. Goes down hard, but quickly gets back up.
You know, in all fairness, this Ravenswood ball club coming in here at 15-8. They lost a couple players to injuries, Tony, but also they only have one starter back from last year's club, and then, of course, that being Travis Thompson, and what a player he is. So they've had a good year.
Slater's shot is up, and it is good. That is a good point. Ravenswood only did return 1 from last year's starting 5, and that was Thompson. Slater's next shot no good. Rebound tipped around. It is controlled by Harris. He throws it up and good. Right in front of the basket. Chris Harris converts for his 10th point. It's a 25-point Williamson lead. Under 2 minutes to go. McCorkle fires over on the right side to Jay Stowers, and now the ball is tipped and stolen by Williamson. Here they come on the run. The Wolfpack, Gary Baker down to Gerard Fletcher, and we've got a whistle and a walking call against Fletcher.
Now you have to watch Baker in that fast break opportunity in the middle. He creates a lot of good things. He usually makes the right pass, and he comes down that time 3-on-2, made a super pass left-handed as he is, and shoved it right in, but a walking violation.
Anthony Struther goes out during the dead ball. And here's Ravenswood, Abrajo, right baseline. Reverse layup shot is in from Leo Abrajo. And here comes Williamson. Chad Slater, far side of the floor. Throwing it up high to Billy Smith, now to Gary Baker. 125 and counting. Here is Fletcher ditching off to Harris. His shot is up, and it's good. In the paint. 12 for Chris Harris. 68-43 Williamson. 1:15 and counting. Travis Thompson. Bounce pass is tipped. It is saved and stolen by Williamson. Jared Fletcher down the floor. Shot is up from Gary Baker. Good, plus he's fouled.
Well, I'll tell you, when you're hot, you're hot. That's what Jerry Reed said, and I guarantee you right now, Williamson feels it, putting it on, and taking it to the hoop.
Jerry Reed.
Yep, Jerry Reed.
How anyone can work Jerry Reed into a high school basketball game. The last foul was called against Rick Mandrake, and that was his 3rd. And Gary Baker will step up to the foul line. He has a chance at a 3-point play as his bucket was good. Off the bench, Gary Baker shows 8 points in the game. Here is the shot from Gary, and it is good. 71-43, 105. Ravenswood with the ball in their front court. Mandrake nearly loses it. And we've got a whistle and a walking call against Mandrake. He was chasing after it, never really had possession, but kept coming towards the ball, and they called travel on him.
You know, Brajo will have some points to take back with him to Brazil, but Jesus Sands won't have anything to take back to Spain with him. So when they're standing on the corner in Madrid next year, he'll draw a blank.
Under a minute. Jared Fletcher cross court to Billy Smith. Corner jump shot from 14 is good. 73-43. 30-point Williamson lead. Here's a shot. It is no good from Travis Thompson. Ahead to Gary Baker into the front court. He drives in. Pass off. Shot is no good. Rebound follow up by Jared Fletcher is good. 75-43, under 30 seconds. Ravenswood has had just 2 players score this entire game. Here's Dale driving the baseline. His shot is up. It is good.
He heard you. He heard you.
Dale with 2 becomes the 3rd score in the game for Ravenswood. Now on the other end, under 10 seconds to go, it's a steal. Here comes Travis Thompson. It's his final time down the floor. He spins and he is fouled with 6 seconds to go. 75-45. 30-point Williamson lead, and the Wolfpack will advance to Friday's semifinal round to play the winner of Midland Trail and Yeager.
Well, I'll tell you, it'd be nice if Mick Price could put somebody in right here for Thompson and let these people here at this session acknowledge the fine game that he has played. As he has done a super job here.
Tremendous. 34 points for Travis Thompson. He's at the foul line to our left. A 1-and-1 opportunity. His shot is up, and it is good. An all-state performer, Travis Thompson, in both baseball and basketball. Here comes the next one. It is in the air, no good. Rebound tip, controlled by Williamson. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. At the horn, the ball game is over. Williamson has done it, defeating Ravenswood by a final of 75-46. 2 teams shaking hands as they walk off the court. Dave Hadfield and Mick Price exchange handshakes as the Wolfpack win their 23rd game of the season. Standing by with the Williamson head coach, Dave Hadfield, is our own Jeff Jenkins.
Coach Hadfield, was this a typical game for your Williamson club?
Basically, we like to run the ball. I thought we played, well the second half. First half, we, like the other teams up here, it kind of takes us a while to get used to the floor and everything. We didn't, play a little tight. Foul trouble hurt us mainly, though. I think at halftime, they had 11 foul shots, and we had a lot of kids in foul trouble. Anthony stayed in foul trouble, never did really get on track. And basically, that plus the fact it took us a little while to get going, I thought we played pretty well second half. We usually play about like that.
Coach, does this show how strong your team is, though, because you set out Anthony that whole third quarter?
Right, well, like I say, we've been balanced all year. We've had 7 players that we use, and we played a game in early in the year without Anthony and won the same way. So, the kids, they play well without him, but, when he's playing good, he makes us better.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to Tony.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. Coach Hatfield has put together quite a team, 23-2, and they win this one over the Red Devils of Ravenswood by a final score of 75-46. We'll return to the Charleston Civic Center Coliseum in a moment to recap the game after we hear this word from Rax.
Charleston for tests, but